Good day, I'm Stephen McHugh, and this is your JIS News for Wednesday, July 7. The government of Jamaica has condemned as heinous the assassination of Haitian President, His Excellency Jovenel Moïse. Prime Minister Andrew Holness says the assassination is a stain on Haiti and a sorrowful time for the region. Mr. Holness remembered President Moïse as a man committed to seeing Haiti take her place in the world. His message was delivered by Minister of Foreign Affairs and Foreign Trade, Senator Kamina Johnson-Smith, during this morning's virtual post-cabinet press briefing.
All of us in the region have been closely watching the developments in our sister country, Haiti, and we have been offering our support and best wishes for their return to peace and stability. We continue to await additional news on developments, including any action to be taken by CARICOM or indeed other regional and hemispheric organizations, noting that the United Nations, the OAS, and indeed CARICOM have all recently spoken and or issued reports in respect of matters there.
In local news, the National Works Agency is estimating that it will cost the government $803 million to remedy damage caused by Tropical Storm Elsa. The figure represents a preliminary assessment done by the NWA across 177 roads affected by heavy rains on the weekend. Of the $803 million, $443 million will be used to clean and clear roadways and drains of silt and debris. $360 million will be used to make roads more accessible. Prime Minister Andrew Holness gave the update in Parliament yesterday, indicating that this work will be carried out over the next 2 weeks.
These costs are based on equipment time, using standard rates and materials for filling washed out areas. These costs cover road maintenance, drain cleaning, creating access and patching. No cost for rehabilitation and other permanent repairs are included.
The Prime Minister says as at Monday afternoon, there were no blocked roadways. He says the NWA will continue its assessment of damage to include all structures in areas where the intensity of rainfall was highest. With the start of the 2021 hurricane season surpassing the same period of last year, Mr. Holness is urging ministries and agencies responsible for coordinating disaster management to maintain a state of readiness for any eventuality. In the meantime, members of Parliament have been given 21 days to complete the first phase of the hurricane mitigation program. Government had disbursed $100 million under the program to carry out hurricane preparation activities in constituencies across the island. The National Works Agency is responsible for assessing the works submitted by the parliamentarians.
For those of us who are members of Parliament who have not yet done the first phase of our mitigation program, please ensure that this is done before the end of the month. Meaning that if you have drains in your constituency, select the most critical ones that impact the greatest number of persons and have those drains cleaned early.
Prime Minister Holness says he's working with the NWA to see if additional funds can be made available to undertake works in other areas. And local government minister Desmond McKenzie is urging persons living in low-lying and flood-prone areas to create an evacuation plan. Mr. McKenzie points out that rescue officials may not be able to assist during the passage of a tropical system.
Areas that are flat, that are prone to flooding, it makes no sense to stay there because I'm going to be blunt. After the impact has started, it is going to be difficult for me as the minister with responsibility to say to the Jamaica Fire Brigade or to the first responder, go into an area to undertake rescue operations.
Mr. McKenzie made the statements during a tour of shelters in Clarendon on the weekend. He stressed that once a tropical system is forecast to impact the country, residents are given 24 to 36 hours to evacuate and should seek a shelter or find someone to stay with. After that, persons should remain indoors until the system has passed the country. In other news, the report on the island's long-awaited sexual harassment bill has been tabled in the House of Representatives. The report of the Joint Select Committee was tabled in the lower house Tuesday. Gender Minister Olivia Grange says the committee, which began its work during the 2019-2020 parliamentary session, convened 24 meetings.
Today represents a significant milestone in our long journey to provide protection to many women and men who are suffering the harmful effects of sexual harassment.
Among the changes to be made to the bill is a fit and proper criteria to govern the appointment of members of the Sexual Harassment Tribunal. Employers will be required to maintain a confidential sexual harassment register, and the categories under which persons can be sexually harassed will be widened. The sexual harassment bill was first tabled on October 16, 2019, with the Joint Select Committee holding its first meeting on November 28 the same year. And finally, the Airports Authority of Jamaica, AAJ, has spent $5 million to purchase tablets for students since the start of the year. Transport and Mining Minister Robert Montague made the announcement recently. He says the funds were provided from the AAJ's profits as part of its corporate social responsibility program.
It is in response to the Ministry of Education's initiative of one tablet or one laptop per child, and it is aimed for children who are not on path but still need. And we have spent $5 million, and what we did, we distributed those tablets in the catchment area where we have airports or aerodromes. And we intend to spend some more, because money spent in education is not money spent, it is money invested.
Minister Montague was speaking at the recent handover of a $48 million police post at the Ian Fleming Airport in St. Mary. And that's it for JIS News Today. I'm Stephen McHugh. Thanks for watching.